Let's see. Lord, your eyes burn me. I don't deserve mercy nor forgiveness. O Lord, have mercy on my soul. Who are you sending me? Is death to whom you are handing me over? Has my hourglass already run out of sand? Father Ernest? Ernest? It's been many years since I last heard that name. Since... Oh, I see. Father, I am here to be able to remember. You have to help me. I beg you. Please, entreaties, petitions, praying, torment, exemption. Past times bring us just misfortune and pain. Father Ernest, I was one of your students. One of my old students, you say? It's only the Lord who teaches us. We all must follow his ordinances and disciplines. Get closer, son. Come, pray next to me. A creepy image of Christ crucified. Inexplicably, it has a dark cloth covering his head. The makeshift altar is coated in a dense layer of wax. The candles, having almost burnt out, only barely illuminate the room. He has a large burn covering his eyes. He's completely blind? Despite of his decrepitude, extreme thinness and paleness, I can still recognize Father Ernest. But he seems far away, like another world. Glory be to the Father, and the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. Now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his voice, the sharp sword, the wise quill, or the delicate petal. Well, for him, with that whip leeching his own body. It's definitely the sharp sword. The sharp sword. Yes, yes, that's it, my son. The Lord with his sharp sword transmit us his wisdom, his power, and his punishment. And now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his holy path, the wise virtue, the endless blame, or the blessed penance. Endless blame, blessed penance? Penance, huh? The blessed penance? No, 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 your soul is embraced by the darkness. And now, my son, tell the Lord, who are you? The faceless pilgrim, the gate guard, or the lost seaman? Well, we have a sea nearby. Whatever. The lost seaman? Yes, yes, that's it, my son. We live lost in an endless ocean of sin and blame. Now leave me alone. I have to purify my soul. He can't see me. The fuck? I know you are there, you didn't hear me? Get out of my room! Despite being blind, he preserves good hearing. I must be more careful when moving. Okay, then I move when he's moving or what? An old razor blade stained with blood. Well, this is definitely sharp. I can use this on the tapestry, which barricades the door to the dormitory. So there's a note. Ah, no move. Ah, fuck off. Come on. Try again to get to that note. Ah, now he's coughing. Dear God in heaven, I feel for you. Your light is in my eyes, I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I feel myself in you. Your eyes are in my soul, I will burn it for you. Dear God in heaven, I fear myself in you. Your sword is in my hands, I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I hate myself in you. My blame is in your heart, I will burn myself for you. Ah, that's the notes, what he's speaking about, a sword and blame and everything. The walls are completely covered with crosses. A mental ill act. Yeah, that one is definitely not sane anymore. Oh, we just leave. Just leave this place. God's words as a sword. So I can use that razor on the tapestry. It's definitely sharp enough. I wouldn't be able to cut this so thick tapestry using just a knife. My hands wouldn't have enough strength. Yeah, combine it. Oh, we have a lock. Yeah. Using the wooden stump as a handle, I can use this to cut. Now we have a proper cutting tool. Oh, not a flashback. And finally, our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah Devitt, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We've been looking for you. Well, as I was saying, tonight is the perfect moment for our next meeting. But I suspect that someone outside our group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it? Anthony? My dear friends, it's Professor Glynn. Do you mean Father Ernest? Certainly, no doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I have decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. Have you noticed the lounge behind the small door of the dining room? I have believed convenient to borrow the key for our necessities. You already know, at 12 o'clock you will find that door opened and I will be inside the lounge. That's it, my dearest colleagues. Videte ni qui skiat. Videte ni qui skiat. Yeah, that's the dormitory. Where they talked about the meeting. Remember that in this furniture we used to keep some of our personal belongings. Now it is empty. The walls are in complete disarray. I could probably punch through if I tried. Just punch through. Okay. A dusty mirror. So bad. I remember that this is the bed where I used to sleep when I was a student here. Oh, yeah, have a rest, Devitt. What's this here? Another nightmare? Or what? After he lay down? Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest in a warm spring afternoon. When going through a bush, Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture and Mrs. Snake, who were having a heated argument. Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, "Dearest, why are you arguing this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon?" Yeah. Mr. Wolf answered politely, "What we are trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up." Okay, Mr. Rabbit. Better watch out. Mr. Rabbit, really scared, said, "But I don't want to be eaten, I want to live." There's nothing here except for the notes. To which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, "That's impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later. Don't you think so?" Mr. Vulture added, "Mrs. Snake is right, we should stick to the issue at hand. It's getting late and, as you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us to decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest as the one to eat you?" Yeah, good question. Is there someone standing? After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, "I got it. Why not organize a race? The first who arrives to the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid any obstacle, and I'm sure that Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. I guess the competition is balanced. What do you? There are definitely some strange figures there in the window. Another note. The three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started the race and they quickly disappeared. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speed in the opposite direction of the predators who, eager to prove their worth, didn't realize the trick. Did the plan work? And Mr. Rabbit got away. Nice trick. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there and he finally felt safe, happy and proud of his cunning, but suddenly there was a loud bang. The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. The end. Whoa! What is this here? Whoa. It's a strange rabbit. An impossible laugh. There's something I kept for myself for a long time. And the thing is that I love you. I have always loved you. Since the first time I saw you, since the first time I felt your frozen hands. Each time I move away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. I miss your rough hair, your cruel skin, your stench. But our love just can't be. Yeah, damn true. It's an impossible love. Yeah. The end. He wants to live with a corpse? Ah, at last. No, not again. How long have I been sleeping? What was all that about? In the nightmare I found a place in my memories. In my memories. I have to find this place. Well, the only thing I can think of is the classroom. She's still praying. So, I need to... I will go to the classroom of the students. The patient is still away here. Just a note. Here. In death there's hope, in death there's life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. What's this? In my disturbing nightmare I was brought to this spot. It's a trapdoor I saw in my nightmare. From there sprouts a horrible stench. There is something down there. Did you see it? Did you see it? It was there, just in front of me. He was screaming. The decayed corpse of a young woman. It seems as if she had been devoured by an animal. He shakes uncomfortably, his body fracked with pain, and there's only one way to end his suffering. Ah, that's the missing patient. Or what? I can give him the morphine. Rest in peace. The stretchers used to carry the corpses here. Who is behind all this? There are all these corpses. He must have been dead at least a week, still bearing an expression of horror. So many corpses here rotting with all this flies and stench of blood. The walls are splattered with dried blood. Oh, another flashback. Punctual as always, Devitt. Now all that remains is to introduce our guests. You may come in now, Professor. Father Ernest. Do not worry, my friend. I invited him to join us this evening. The Professor genuinely shares our curiosity, and who better to complete our group than one of the most renowned theologists? Moreover, we must ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. The moment we have long awaited has now arrived. Please, all of you, take a seat and we shall begin the procedure. Soon shall the door be open, and then we may finally see what lies beyond. Now, I ask that you close your eyes. You will feel a momentary prick as I inject you with the serum. What are all these corpses here? Even after all these years, I have not forgotten your voice. You are the fourth witness. I remember now what happened. What is that we saw? The eye of the bird. Malum in se. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. It was our curiosity that damned us. We opened that which should not be opened. In doing so, we shone the veil that we separated our world from his. In seeking vision, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. The eye of the bird saw us. It remembers us. It looks for us. It calls us from its dark nest, from its abdominal lair. All these years I have attempted to return to it, but I have no strength left. These poor wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight to return. Not one of them has returned. Only us, the four witnesses. Who are the other two? Where are they? They disappeared as you did. I haven't heard from any of you, but I was seized by curiosity. It's absconded with my fate and deprived me of sanity. O Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. Nothing remains. All that is left is surrender, surrender to Him. Gravely have we sinned, and now our only absolution is to burn in the flames. Malum in se. He burned himself. What the fuck? Mr. Baldwin. Nice. Got hit on the head. What the fuck? We inside the coffin? He's nailing the coffin shut. He's burying us. Throwing earth on the coffin. We are buried alive. What the fuck? Yeah. The adventure continues in chapter 3. Well, what an ending. I wonder... Let's see how we escape this grave. See ya.